Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin. The linchpin's role in leadership and influence. A linchpin's impact extends far beyond the work they produce. Their ability to lead, influence, and inspire others is one of the key elements that makes them irreplaceable. Being a linchpin is not just about mastering your own craft. It's about elevating those around you and creating an environment where people feel empowered to contribute, collaborate, and innovate. Linchpins don't just lead through authority. They lead through influence by setting an example, creating opportunities, and fostering a culture of trust and creativity. Leadership without authority in traditional organizations. Leadership is often defined by a formal position of authority, such as a manager or supervisor. However, the linchpin leads in a way that transcends hierarchy. They lead not because they have a title or a position of power, but because they inspire others through their actions, values, and vision. The linchpin's leadership is based on influence, not authority. Take the example of Jason, a mid-level manager at a financial services company. Jason wasn't the CEO or the top decision maker, but his influence within the company was immense. Instead of relying on his title to gain respect, Jason led by example. He was always the first to take on challenging projects, the first to support his colleagues, and the first to offer constructive feedback. His work ethic, integrity, and collaborative spirit earned him the respect of both his peers and superiors. Jason's leadership style didn't come from a place of power. It came from his ability to influence and inspire others. By creating a culture of collaboration and mutual respect, he was able to motivate his team to work together toward common goals. Jason's leadership was felt throughout the company, even though his formal title didn't command authority. He was a linchpin because he knew how to lead without relying on authority, instead empowering those around him to take ownership of their work. Empowering others to lead. Linchpins don't just lead by taking charge. They empower others to lead as well. A key aspect of being a linchpin is recognizing that leadership is not a zero-sum game. By empowering others to step into leadership roles, you create a ripple effect that strengthens the entire organization or community. The linchpin understands that true leadership is about fostering a culture of growth, where everyone has the opportunity to step up and contribute in meaningful ways. Consider the case of Emma, a senior executive at a nonprofit organization. Emma's role involved overseeing a large team, and she quickly realized that in order to make a bigger impact, she needed to empower her team members to take ownership of their projects. Instead of micromanaging, Emma delegated responsibilities, encouraged her team to take risks, and provided them with the support they needed to succeed. One of Emma's team members, Karen, had always been hesitant to take on leadership roles. However, with Emma's encouragement, Karen began to step up. She took charge of a major fundraising campaign, organizing events, managing volunteers, and overseeing the financial aspects of the project. Under Karen's leadership, the campaign was a tremendous success, raising more money than ever before. Emma's ability to empower others to lead created a culture of leadership within her organization. By giving her team the space to grow and lead, she not only helped them develop professionally, but also created an environment where everyone could contribute to the organization's mission. Emma became a linchpin because she recognized that leadership wasn't about controlling everything. It was about enabling others to lead and reach their full potential. Influence through trust and authenticity. A linchpin's influence is built on trust and authenticity. They understand that in order to inspire others, they must be genuine in their actions and words. Trust is the foundation of all successful relationships, and linchpins take the time to build that trust through transparency, honesty, and consistency. They are not afraid to be themselves, and they lead with vulnerability and openness. Consider the story of Olivia, a project leader at a software development firm. Olivia's leadership was characterized by her authenticity and ability to build trust within her team. She wasn't afraid to admit when she didn't have all the answers, and she openly sought feedback from her colleagues. Olivia's transparency and willingness to learn from others created a strong sense of trust within the team. This trust allowed Olivia to influence her team in powerful ways. When a tough decision had to be made, her team knew that Olivia would consider all perspectives and make decisions that were in the best interest of the group. Her authenticity fostered a culture of openness, where everyone felt comfortable sharing ideas and challenging each other to improve. Olivia's influence came not from a position of power, but from her ability to lead with trust and authenticity. Inspiring change through vision. One of the most important roles a linchpin plays is inspiring change. Linchpins see possibilities where others see obstacles. They have a vision for the future and the ability to inspire others to take action toward that vision. Whether it's leading a team, a company, or a movement, the linchpin's vision becomes a rallying cry for those around them. They're able to paint a picture of a better future and show others how to get there. Take the example of David, a social entrepreneur who started a nonprofit focused on providing clean water to underserved communities. David had a vision of a world where no one had to worry about access to clean, safe drinking water. While many others had tried and failed to solve the issue, David's vision gave him the determination to keep going. He rallied a group of passionate individuals who shared his belief in the cause, and together they began to make an impact. David's vision was the driving force behind his work. He inspired his team with the belief that they could make a difference, and he motivated them to work tirelessly toward that goal. David didn't have all the answers, but his ability to inspire others with his vision created a movement that brought clean water to thousands of people around the world. As a linchpin, David's influence was rooted in his ability to inspire change and create a sense of purpose within his team. The linchpin's legacy of leadership. The legacy of a linchpin is not just about their work. It's about the impact they have on the people they lead. A linchpin's true power lies in their ability to lift others up, to inspire them to reach their full potential, and to create a lasting culture of trust, collaboration, and innovation. Linchpins leave behind a legacy of leadership that goes beyond their individual accomplishments. It's a legacy that lives on in the people they've empowered, the organizations they've transformed, and the change they've inspired. Consider the story of Maria, a high school teacher who had a profound impact on her students. Maria wasn't just teaching math, she was teaching life skills. She encouraged her students to think critically, challenge their assumptions, and work together as a team. She inspired them to pursue their dreams and make a difference in the world. Many of Maria's former students went on to become successful leaders in their own right, and they credit her with being the one who inspired them to pursue their passions. Maria's legacy as a linchpin was not in her teaching alone. It was in the way she shaped the lives of her students and empowered them to lead with confidence. Her influence continues to be felt long after her students have graduated, and the ripple effect of her leadership lives on through the generations she helped inspire. Conclusion: leadership as the ultimate expression of linchpinism. The linchpin's role in leadership is not about titles or positions of authority. It's about influence, empowerment, and inspiration. Linchpins lead by setting an example, creating opportunities, and fostering a culture of trust and collaboration. They don't just inspire action, they inspire change. They recognize that leadership is not about controlling others, but about empowering them to lead themselves. Through trust, authenticity, and vision, linchpins make a lasting impact on the people they lead, the organizations they serve, and the world around them. A linchpin's leadership is their legacy. It's what ensures their influence endures long after they've moved on to new challenges. By leading with purpose and empowering others to do the same, linchpins create a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond their immediate reach. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.